Loyalty is one of the most important qualities of a dog. They will never give up on their master and will die for him to protect his life. Unfortunately, not all people are able to repay their pets in the same way. One day, a couple was driving to their country home. On the highway, they noticed that the dog was tied to a bump in the road. The man even slowed down in surprise, but believing that the owner had to go to the woods for supplies, he left the pet behind so that it would not get lost. The couple spent half a day at the cottage and still decided to find out how the dog was. The man drove to the place where he had met the dog. An hour later, he arrived with the animal. He told his wife that the dog didn't even notice that he had unhooked it from the bouncy house. The animal wouldn't move. The man almost had to force the dog into the car. The couple came up with the nickname Lost, which means lost. They placed bowls of food and water in front of the dog, but the animal wouldn't touch them. And then Lost just ran away. This really upset the couple. They tried to look for him, but to no avail. They found him a day and a half later when they returned home from the dacha. Lost was sitting in the same place where he had been tied up by his former owner. The dog could not believe that he had been abandoned. She waited. The dog could not understand that the man no longer needed him, that he had been disposed of, thrown away like an old and unwanted thing. The man went over to the dog. He said something to the dog and the dog got into his car. So the couple got a four-legged pet. The husband's 10-year-old son was very happy about his new friend. Lost and the boy quickly got along and often went for walks together. By the way, the animal was not old. After examining him, the veterinarian said that he was no more than 3 years old. He also said that the dog had been well cared for in the past. One day, the couple, their son, and Lost were walking in the park. Suddenly, the dog stopped and stared off into the crowd. For a few seconds, the animal stared intently at each person. One man turned and looked at Lost. The spouses saw his face tighten and his eyes widen in surprise. Then he turned and walked quickly to the back of the park. It was probably the one who had tied him to the berm. Lost didn't catch up with him. He just licked his new masters and started calling them to play.